PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is leaving early access, and hopefully that doesn't mean that they're leaving behind their development mantra of constantly improving the game, because the new map Miramar needs some work.
Optimized.
Yep.
Very optimized.
Oh,
guys, there's no staircase for me. There is no staircase. You guys are getting the same thing? Yeah, there's no fucking staircase. Oh no!
I'm gonna sit here and just fucking breathe.
First aid kit over here.
We've been bamboozled!
I've been playing it on the test servers for a couple weeks now, and it's amazing how different this map plays compared to Erangel, or Erangel, or Erangel, however the fuck it's actually pronounced, I don't even know. Even though it's the same loot in both maps. What's different is the environment layout and vehicles, which influences the way this map plays significantly. Erangel is more of a load up with tons of shit and fight it out, versus Miramar being a grindy game of attrition for survival. The main thing that you'll notice is the amount of cover on both maps. Erangel is greener than Snoop Dogg's heated closets, along with having tons of compounds that are bunched together close enough so that even if you're out in the open between spots, you'll normally get by unnoticed. Miramar, though, is like playing Don't Wake Daddy, since the landscape is drier than Jim Gaffigan's humor, so that means there's no foliage to intersperse when moving around the map between compounds that are also much further apart. That is, unless you're in a field with tall grass, then you're as invisible as Ric Flair's parenting.
Yeah, zombie! I don't see him! Yeah, he's laying down, he's laying down right in front of me.
Is that on the tree knots?
No, he's laying down in front of the tree, somewhere, like, in front of the tree.
Yeah, he's lying prone.
I don't see him.
If two people watch, one person can cover. Yeah. He's about... Oh, fuck behind.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, behind by the house.
Jesus fucking Christ. I still don't know where anyone's been shot at from! I don't see anything!
They blended into that grass like ridiculous. This is compounded even further when you bring vehicles into the picture. Gone are the UAZ and Dacias that can cover the majority of the landscape on Erangel without having to go into four-wheel drive. Instead, we get the pickup truck and banter bus shaggin' wagon that never goes out of gas because it runs on love. Roads are more scarce than a terrible news YouTuber, and the terrain is so bumpy that people with herpes are jealous. So off-roading to get to and from places is a chore. You'll consume more fuel than you're used to, so be sure to load up on gas cans whenever you could find them.
How are we still driving?
Because we're legends.
We're on fumes.
Oh
no. And now.
No, you fucking kid.
95, 2 vehicles? Actually, that's a strategy that can be applied to basically every type of loot on this map. I usually top out around 10 bandages, but for Miramar, I've been seen carrying as many as 40, because the loot, even after patching to make it more copious, is still like searching for a needle in a haystack, especially if you land outside of big cities, which I normally do, in order to avoid gun rushes, single-digit tick rates, and less frames than the Xbox version. In my experience, the best places to land are near roads, as that's where vehicles will spawn, so that this way you can get to whatever circle happens without having to trek across open land. Depending upon where the plane's trajectory goes, my first choice is water treatment, especially playing in a squad, because there's lots of little places to loot here, and you're pretty much going to be guaranteed to get some good shit. Second choice, especially for playing solo or in a duo, is graveyard or the mines, aka Minas Generales. The third choice for southern routes is Los Higos, especially for squads, because there's tons of buildings compacted into a small place, and it's not too difficult to get off of that island. I've of course landed in other places, but I've had the most success landing in those 3 and getting to eat some chicken at the end. Conserve everything. Ammo, medical supplies, fuel. Okay, maybe not grenades as much, although smoke is much more useful here than on the other map, but normally when a car drives by, my squad will light it up like a Christmas tree in the hopes of snagging one of the other players in the vehicle, just to get some easy loot off of their dead body. However, in this case, you're better off just letting the passerbys go without fanfare, because you'll be better off saving the ammo. Positioning is key, because off-roading sucks dick, and cover is minimal at the outer edges of the blue zone, along with extreme height disparities that can occur within certain sections of the map. Too long, didn't listen. Miramar plays much more like a survival grind versus Joel, which plays more like a load up and shoot your way to victory type scenario. Mistakes are much less forgiving on Miramar. If you make the wrong plays, you're more likely to wind up at the main menu, and it's harder to mask lack of skill or fundamentals in the game. It's a different experience, which is welcome in a game that I've sunk nearly 400 hours into since March as it is, but I still prefer the first map because it's less annoying, less of a struggle, and for me, that's just not as enjoyable. Until, of course, you get that first place spot, because then all of the struggle, all of the grind actually feels super rewarding.
20?
No. Yes!
Wow.
What a fucking battle, man.
Was that a turkey?
Oh
like,
God.
what the fuck was that?
That game went from really good to garbage to fantastic.
Oh my God, man.
Boys, that was nuts. Well done.
This map is only available on the PC for the time being, as Xbox still needs lots of optimization love before it is graced with a map that's missing fucking stairways. Have you guys played it, and what do you think? I've been TheSchwanz27, out like Marvin Lewis. Until next time.